Welcome to Daryl's Little Corner. We'll be with you every Monday from 7 to 8. Now, tonight, we're doing something totally different. This is something, I think this is something brand new to Tippah County. In the studio with me tonight is Sonny Vickers. And Sonny's just got a new hobby. I don't think it's new to you, is it? It's new to Tippah County.
I've been fooling around this thing all my life. Still can't play it.
Well, it's new to Tippah County, and this is something that is very different, very different. Sonny plays Hawaiian music. Sonny, where do you play Hawaiian music?
Oh, I play at a lot of places.
Where did you learn to play Hawaiian music?
Oh, I just picked it up.
Picked it up?
Yeah, picked it up, what I do of it. Playing Hawaiian music, if you're not a real genuine Hawaiian, it just don't come out for you.
Oh, is that it?
That's right. It don't. After you fool with pedal steels and country steels and all this stuff, when you go to playing Hawaiian, that's a complete different ballgame. I told somebody, I said, it's like a boy raised in New York City that's been rich all his life, gonna go down in the Delta and show some old black man that ain't nothing but ever farmed and had a hard way to go how to play the blues. You know, it just don't work. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, I picked up a lot of instruments, didn't help me play them none though.
Well,
Didn't help me a bit. No, it just, but I just wondered where you learned something like that.
Well, you just, little of it here, and most of it sitting in that living room you've been in back there.
Mm-hmm. You just got to learn it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know they told me, they gave me a guitar and told me to learn it, but it didn't help nothing. Didn't help a thing.
Oh, it's in there somewhere. No, you just gotta get it out.
It ain't in there. That's the problem. I think it has to be a natural talent.
Oh, it's got to be a hunger in there.
If you don't have that ear for it, you got trouble. You just got trouble. But we thought that tonight, we're going to talk a lot, but we're going to play a lot too. I'm going to pat my foot and he's going to play. See how lucky you are. Oh, yeah.
I play with Bill Horner, and Bill ears is messed up on him. He flew 496 trips into Vietnam, and one of his ears was already gone, and just before Christmas his other one busted, and he was going to try to come with me tonight, but so he plays the rhythm, and so I was going to get out of it. Miss Daryl said, oh, no, you're not. So we're just going to do what we can do and let the rest of it go.
That's what we do.
Because you can't pick up nobody to play rhythm for this stuff.
Well, I don't imagine a lot of folks that plays it.
No, it's a little different.
Yeah.
This is most time they're tuned to a C6, and Vernice Clemmer, I think Vernice is going to be watching tonight, and but this one's tuned to an E6, and I play some of them E13. I know you know all about that, but and every time you tune one different, you got to learn something different.
I ain't got a clue. Okay, give us a sample.
What, like I played this at a party one night, and this guy was sitting there watching me play, and he said, whenever they shipped me out and the rest of the boys from the Pearl Harbor to the South Pacific, said they had these big speakers playing, and said that's a song they played while they put us on the ship, and it's a tune called Harbor Lights.
tell you. That's
You look
like
at my list there, ain't you?
that's like traveling somewhere. It's a staycation. That's what they call it when you don't go anywhere, but you vacation
Yeah.
at home. That's what it is. This is a staycation for you. Something very different.
I
very
need
different.
Bill tonight, but I didn't have him, so.
Now, this type music, I wonder, have they always played that in Hawaii?
In the early 1900s, it started. I know the history on it, and the Hawaiians had Mexicans come in to work their cattle, and the Mexicans played the Spanish guitar like this. But the Hawaiians, they couldn't grasp that. So they took a railroad spike and they tuned it in E or A or open G, and that's how they started perfecting it. And then before World War II, the United States had taken over them islands, and American boys was going down there with a service, and they was hearing that sound, and Rickenbacker, he made a 6-string, what they call a fry pan steel, and then Gibson got into it, and that's where it caught a hold into the Hawaiian in California, and then it worked into the Nashville sound through a guy named Little Roy Wiggins, who played with Eddie Arnold. And then out west it got into the Texas swing with Bob Wills, the Texas Playboys, and a bunch of them guys. Leon McCullough. So, but I'm talking about something don't know too many people probably know about. But the old timers, they'd have them built with maybe 4 necks on it, because every different song would have to have a different tuning. And so that's.
Well, do they sing to it, or what do they do?
Yeah, anything you hear Bob Wills, you're gonna hear that steel guitar, and Eddie Arnold, Candy Kisses, George Morgan, all of them used that steel guitar. But Little Roy Wiggins, I was at the steel convention with Buddy Emmons in St. Louis, and John Huey, and all of them would tell you the greatest steel guitar player was a little short guy named Little Roy Wiggins. He was the first of it. Started playing on the Grand Ole Opry when he was 16 years old behind Eddie Arnold. And,
that goes a long way back.
Yeah, that was in '43.
Plus another one.
What do you want to hear there? Red Sails in the Sunset. And if you don't know the words to these things, Hawaiian music is not I got drunk in a beer joint Saturday night. It's about the islands and the palm trees, and because what it is, it's a worship music. It's not it's stuff that they incorporated into their, and they worship with their hands. They talk about this dancing and all this stuff. That's a form of worship to them people. But this song here is called Red Sails in the Sunset.
It's not what Tate called beer drinking music.
Oh, no. I think Don Ho, he put out one called Tiny Bubbles.
I remember that.
That's the only one I ever heard of. But this stuff right here says red sails in the sunset, red sails beyond the blue, red sails in the sunset, sailing me away from you.
You notice, while he's got him on close-up, you notice he's got a genuine Hawaiian shirt on. Check out that palm
Yes,
tree.
my daughter's been twice to Hawaii, and she brought me back a genuine. I ain't talking about one of them Walmart jobs. It's the real dude.
That's kind of like I've been there and got the T-shirt.
Got the T-shirt.
I got
to
the
prove it.
T-shirt to prove it.
Yeah,
But it's a genuine Hawaiian shirt.
that's right.
Now, I think some of my friends have been to Hawaii. I've never been. But some of my friends have been, and they say it's really an experience. It's something that you've never...
Well, if I went, I wouldn't care about going where everybody else goes. Now, them boys comes to the steel convention. They'll bring them in, and when they come in, you can tell they're not a real upper class type person. But man, when they sit down and play that Hawaiian steel guitar in them conventions, that's where I'd want to go. I'd find me some of them dudes that I could move in with. I don't care how rough they live. I could stay with them, man.
Oh, man.
But they can play that stuff. When ordinary guys up playing, they'll look at each other and kind of grin. But then when they take the stage, it's complete different. Same song, same tune, same melody, but it's got a complete different. They just got that knack.
I just wonder how much is commercialized and for tourists. Of course, I was raised in Florida, so that makes me think that way.
Oh,
And how much of it's real?
It ain't none of it real. Now, I play with a boy that's great Chet Atkins player, and him and his wife went over there, and he said, I heard no music. He said, I heard two old men playing on a couple of mandolins, and he said, I didn't know what they was playing. And our daughter, she called us back on the phone and let me listen. This guy was playing, I think it was a mandolin when Mama, she said this guy was playing. Said, we never heard what, she said, I never heard none of what Daddy plays. So,
Well, it does. It makes you wonder. I
Yeah.
know in Florida, if you've got an item, say a ceramic orange, if you'll stick a label on it, a little sticker that says Florida on it,
Yeah.
just about big as your fingernail,
Yeah.
well, then you can charge 3 times as much for it. And
Yeah.
people will buy it.
Why,
They'll
sure.
buy it
Yeah.
to bring it home and give it to somebody for a souvenir. Now, it just kind of... it's kind of commercialized.
Well, sure.
Well, we've just got to break for a commercial.
Why, yeah,
Y'all
we
stay
learned all
with
these
us,
sign
and
signals.
we'll be right back.
Butler Collision and Repair, located in Ripley, Mississippi. We work on all makes and we work on all models. Insurance is welcome. Located at 928 City Avenue South, just right beside the Huddle House. We also install windshields and glass. Give us a call today, 662-587-1391.
Having financial difficulties and don't know where to turn? Call your friends at Capital Loans, 1322 City Avenue North in Ripley. Capital Loan offers the all-exclusive 30-day loan. Pay back in 30 days and keep your interest costs low. We offer monthly installment loans. With your financial situation, we can help. Come by or call Capital Loans today at 1322 City Avenue North, 837-9193. Capital Loans, best money in town.
Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi. We are a local family-owned business with 40 years of sales and service. We offer quality manufactured homes at affordable prices with a special emphasis on service after the sale. Many of our customers are repeat customers and even grandchildren of previous buyers who can testify to the attention to customer service that we absolutely insist on. That's Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi, 662-837-8258.
Did you know that 97% of all customers, your potential customers, go to an online site before making a purchase? Now, if these potential customers can't find your business name, you're missing out on a huge chunk of the purchasing market. What you need is a customized mix of mobile, social media, and resource solutions. What you need is DixieNet for outstanding web hosting and web design. you'll be in the driver's seat with an all-new user-friendly control panel. With a website from DixieNet, you can update new products or services, showcase special events, and advise your current or potential customers as to what's happening. Whether you're a big business or a small one, need a new website or need to update an existing one, call DixieNet at 800-918-9023. That's 800-918-9023. DixieNet, bringing the world to your hometown.
Food Giant of Ripley, Mississippi simply invites you to stop by. With the same friendly, familiar faces and over 100 stores and counting, it's easy for anyone to make Food Giant their favorite neighborhood supermarket. Also, be sure to check out our 2 new locations in South Ripley, Mississippi and in Ashland, Mississippi.
Remember, in August 2015, vote James Page as your Democratic candidate for Sheriff of Tippah County. He's a 20-year U.S. Army veteran and a dedicated servant to the people. Vote James Page, Tippah County Sheriff, a sheriff who will be available all times to all citizens.
We're glad you stayed with us. This is Daryl Jeter coming to you live, I'm telling you, with
Right from
Daryl's
Hawain.
Little Corner, and we're featuring Sonny Vickers, and we're discussing and sampling some Hawaiian music. But as I saying, when you've got a tourist attraction, you stick a Hawaii sticker on there, that little smaller than your little fingernail. But you stick that on there. I know in Florida, they just put a little, all it says is Florida.
Yeah.
And you can charge 3 times as much money for it, and people will beat a path to your door to get it. Because they want a little souvenir for their friends.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a neat thing, but it's very commercialized. And I just wondered how much that if Hawaii was, and I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. It's how they make their money.
Well, sure. Yeah. And all that industries over there belongs to Japan.
Uh-huh.
It's I think we was off break then, but the boy told me in Cherokee, he said, of all this operation goes on here, he said, I'm the only Native American here that owns his own business.
Yeah.
Said the rest of it belongs to Japan. So
It's all, I mean, like up in Missouri, in Branson, they have those shows, and people enjoy them so much, and I'm sure they do over there too.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they do.
The daughter, they've been over there twice. Like I said, they brought me this shirt, and they go to the luau's. That's all part of the package deal. You can buy it, and but they don't have, if they have any music at all, it's just a recorded stuff, and somebody get up and do the hula whatever.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I'll tell you, it's something to think about. If you're drinking a glass of tea, you just pour it out and get your glass of pineapple juice.
there you go.
You'll be part of the program.
There
Look
you
at that.
go.
So you just feel included.
There you
Feel
go.
included. Play us some music before we get plumb silly here. Old man, well, let me tell you about this song. This song is way over 100 years old, and they had an island, they called it Pearly Shell Island, on account of the pearly shells would wash up out of the ocean. Well, whenever Mr. Dole Pineapple Company had enough pull with the government, he went down and took over Hawaii to grow his pineapples. Well, they sent the soldiers in there they put the queen in prison, and but they made a military base on this Pearly Shell Island, and they changed that Pearly Shell Island to Pearl Harbor, and that's where that came in. But this song is an old Hawaiian, way over 100 years old. It says Pearly Shells.
all mistakes are supposed to be. Yeah, Bernice Clemmer's one showed me how to do this, and Bernice showed me wrong.
All his fault.
Jones, Felix. Yeah, he showed me how to play a tune one night at down at Brother Pipkin's church, and I've not done it. I went up and asked him. I said, "Could you show me how you done that?" Why, yeah, boy. He sat down there and he showed me a chord, and I said, "What goes in?" And he showed me another chord, and I said, I got my picture. I said, "What if you put this in there and that in there?" You know, he's all boy. But so Bernice is the one that messed me up. If I mess up, I just have to play it the way I was taught. You know. But,
show your instrument and tell us where you got it.
this is I've got some high-priced old instruments, but you probably can't see the name. But this is handmade by Mr. Earl Shue, and he caught
Turn it up the other way.
He lived in Jackson, Tennessee, and he called me, and he said, "This is Earl Shue," and said, "I understand you play Hawaiian steel guitar." And I said, "No, sir." He said, "Well, that ain't what I was told." I said, "No, sir, I don't." I said, "I tried." And he said, "Well, that ain't what I was told." And he said, "I build them," and said, "I'd like to meet you." And I said, "Well, I'd kind of like to meet you." So the wife was going up to Jackson taking treatments, and so we got to going by there, and we fell in love with Mr. and Miss Shue, and we had him for about 3 years, Mama, and he would come down to the house and eat breakfast with us like you and Tate done, and Bill would come and we'd play the Hawaiian, and he called me. We noticed he kept getting weaker and weaker, and he told me, said, he called, asked me, told me, said, "I'm dying with cancer." And I said, "Well, Mr. Earl, you can't do that." And he said, "Well, I am." Said, "I got 6 to 8 weeks to live." And he wanted me and Bill to play at his funeral. And I said, "Well, Mr. Earl, what do you want us to play?" He said, "Won't you play Hawaiian?" And we did. We played Hawaiian at his funeral, and it was a great service. But I wanted to play this tonight for Mr. Earl, for my friend Tate Jeter, for a man y'all don't know, Mr. Harrison Crawford. All these passed away, wonderful people that I played for. Mr. Harrison Crawford used to fly us. He had planes and stuff, and me and the wife, he'd fly us up to Saxton, different places to eat. Just as long as I'd play guitar for him, he was happy.
Yeah.
And Henry and our buddy Harrison. I know Harrison's still with us, but I miss old Harrison. He's my buddy.
Harrison's probably watching.
You rascal, you need to be up there helping me out.
Tonight.
I could have maybe got it, but this stuff's kind of complicated. It don't play just G, C, and D. It plays augmentatives and ninth rhythm and stuff to it. So. But I want to send Julia, Mr. Crawford, Mr. Shue and them's daughter, a copy of this, and I wanted to bring it tonight. And,
we'll send this program out in memory of him.
He was a wonderful man. Miss Shue was in a nursing home there in Jackson, and they was wonderful people. I'm talking about.
Once that you have experienced this, I don't know if she played or not. I know I don't.
No, she did.
But what you've experienced this life with a musician, I don't believe you're ever the same again.
No, it's a different deal.
Yeah, I don't have the talent, but you're never the same again.
Yeah.
It just does something to you.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
I mean, it's a different it's a different feeling toward.
Yeah,
life.
and if you play and your wife is not.
Yeah, not supportive.
Yeah,
you
boy,
got a
I tell
problem.
you, I've played with some of them at. We'll play, but I got to be back home about an hour and a half, and that stuff don't work. Vernice Clemmer.
That
down
is
here
so true, because when I married Tate, I knew he played.
Yeah.
And that was his first concern, and the first time that, we went to the nursing homes and we went, he started out, he hooked up this microphone and we sang in the living room, and And
Gotta
he
start.
discovered that I wasn't a singer. But I supported everything he did. And he always included me. I was always a part of it.
Yeah.
That's reason, because that I have no talent. He spent years teaching me to keep time with a tambourine, and truly, now I'm getting where I can kind of stay with Jerry, but I only played with Tatum when he was gone. I put the thing up.
Yeah.
Because I knew I couldn't keep time with anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, before the program, he said, well, you're going to play tambourine. Well, he struck up a little bit, and he said, nah, that ain't going to work.
Didn't have no problem telling you.
No, it don't work.
No, it don't
It don't
work.
work.
It don't work.
Took me years to learn to play with him.
Yeah.
But I always supported anything that he started to do.
Oh, yeah.
If he was going to play at the nursing home, when he decided to be on television,
Yeah.
you know, it's a part of his life that I wanted to share with him.
Yeah.
But I don't believe you're ever the same again. I
No.
don't. It's kind of like a truck driver when they get that truck driving kind of gets in your blood, and
That's
that's just the way you're not satisfied unless you're a truck driver. Well, that's the way music is, isn't it?
I got hooked up with a bunch at Adamsville, and I was sawing up there for Night Lumber Company. This big, I saw you up in the cabin, and they'd do a live Friday night program like here, but they had a 2-hour deal, and well like this. But the groups, they've had groups one right behind the other, and they would, as they'd come in, they would tell me, you stay and play with us.
Uh-huh.
All right, Friday night, me and Mama, we always eat a barbecue.
Uh-huh.
I'd pick up barbecue there in Selma, and she was getting left out, and it was 12, 1 o'clock before I was getting home, and then they wanted to play on Saturday night and Sunday and homecomings, and I got out of that, you know.
Yeah, you can get
That's too
so
much.
tied
Yeah.
up that you leave your family out.
Yeah,
Now, I have to say that he never left me out.
yeah, no, that's,
I think Tony's telling us we need to break for a commercial.
well, break there, Tony.
Food Giant of Ripley, Mississippi simply invites you to stop by. With the same friendly, familiar faces and over 100 stores and counting, it's easy for anyone to make Food Giant their favorite neighborhood supermarket. Also, be sure to check out our 2 new locations in South Ripley, Mississippi and in Ashland, Mississippi.
Butler Collision and Repair, located in Ripley, Mississippi. We work on all makes and we work on all models. Insurance is welcome. Located at 928 City Avenue South, just right beside the Huddle House. We also install windshields and glass. Give us a call today, 662-587-1391. Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi. We are a local family-owned business with 40 years of sales and service. We offer quality manufactured homes at affordable prices with a special emphasis on service after the sale. Many of our customers are repeat customers and even grandchildren of previous buyers who can testify to the attention to customer service that we absolutely insist on. That's Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi, 662-837-8258.
Remember, in August 2015, vote James Page as your Democratic candidate for Sheriff of Tippah County. He's a 20-year U.S. Army veteran and a dedicated servant to the people. Vote James Page, Tippah County Sheriff, a sheriff who will be available all times to all citizens.
Paying too much for phone service? Then it's time to switch to DixieNet, where you can get unlimited local calling for less than $25 a month. And that's an everyday low price, not a promotional price. With a DixieNet phone line, you can get unlimited local calling, call forwarding, call waiting, 3-way calling, and caller ID. DixieNet, 800-918-9023.
Having financial difficulties and don't know where to turn? Call your friends at Capital Loans, 1322 City Avenue North in Ripley. Capital Loan offers the all-exclusive 30-day loan. Pay back in 30 days and keep your interest costs low. We offer monthly installment loans. With your financial situation, we can help. Come by or call Capital Loans today at 1322 City Avenue North, 837-9193. Capital Loans, best money in town.
Welcome back. We're glad you stayed with us. We are doing something that we've never had at Tippah County before. We're discussing and playing Hawaiian music. You never know what we're going to do next on the little corner. And we are coming to you tonight, Monday night, live. We're here in the studio and sending this out live. So the only difference is if we fall on our face, we can't cut it out.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Maybe we're sitting down. Maybe we won't fall off the chair or nothing.
We are.
But we were discussing family involvement. In fact, Sonny's wife is here in the studio with him tonight. You know, sometimes she plays the accordion on the Jeter family program. She's very involved in his music and in his, as he steps out in faith to play, she's right behind him, and that makes a lot of difference. I've never had the talent, but like I say, I always backed up what Tate did, and he always included me. Sonny always includes Doris until he wears her out. That's what he does. He wears her out. In fact, the last few weeks, I'm very thankful that the Jeter family has included me. They made it a point to include me, and they're so good to me, so good to me. They stay close. They stay close. Not everybody has that blessing, but I do. Play us another one, Sonny.
Brother Felix Jones called me, and he said, I've known him for a long time, and he said, I know some folks that need your help. And I said, what's the matter? He said, they got a TV program, and they need you to come and help them. And I said, no, I don't know about that, because I played, I got all the playing I can handle. And so he said, I done got it set up for you. So, the day I went down there, I went down to their house, and I was kind of the strange dog in the pen, I guess, and went up and knocked on the door, and, everybody's nice enough. And Tate asked me, said, you got your guitar with you? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, well, bring it in. And I carried it in. And
poor shy guy came in, took this big amplifier, bigger than he is, I tell you.
He asked me, said, can you play in D? And I said, yes, sir, a little bit. And he said, can you, do you know a song, Silver Haired Daddy? And I said, yes, sir, I've heard of it. And he said, well, can you play some of it? And I said, well, I might play a little of it. So he started out on it, and he sung a few bars of it. And I said, wait a minute, Mr. Tate, if you're going to do that, let me do this. And I done a kickoff on it. And boy, he picked it up, and I took it and done a turnaround in it. And she come stuck her head out, and she said, we can use you Saturday night. And I've been, but
been a regular ever since.
That was part of the family.
That's right.
Won't do this for Brother Felix. He likes this old song called Silver Haired Daddy. thank you, Brother Felix, for letting me meet some wonderful people.
You know, I wonder when you go to Hawaii, of course, like I say, I've never been. I've been to Florida because I was raised there. I just wonder if when they're, you know, I'm sure they have tours, you know, they
Oh,
do
yeah.
in Florida. They do in Florida.
Oh, commercial.
And I just wonder, they take them out in these fields where they grow pineapples,
Yeah.
and I have a friend that goes just nearly every year. I just wonder how much of that, I don't know. I don't know when. Now in Florida, the orange groves, you know, they can go out and pick oranges, and I just wonder how much of that experience they actually get.
I don't know.
I don't either.
The daughters
I don't
never
either.
said nothing about that. I don't know.
I'm just curious, just curious.
But I do know them boys live back in there that they still get together and play the old timey Hawaiian steel guitar.
Do they?
And yes, and it's not out commercialized like, you know, a bunch of them. Now at the house, we all get together and man, we'll have a soup making piano, not a guitar picking and banjo,
Yeah.
and the Burnish and all us and Herschel Jeans and everybody done that for years.
Oh yeah.
The more better musicians, when they get, everybody gets together. I used to play with the boy that played keyboard, Jerry Taylor. He's in nursing home Barbara now, but we used to rock.
You know,
You
there
was talking about the music we was playing one night they called them lawn parties down around LaGrange. We was playing for one night, and these two ladies sitting over there, big shots, looking at us playing. Directly, we know they was talking about us, and directly one of them said, "We want to know something." And I said, "What's that?" She said, "Why didn't y'all's wives come to hear this tonight?" And I said, "Lady," I said, "we practice Monday night, Tuesday night, go to church Wednesday night, practice Thursday night, play Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday evening." And I said, "That'd be just like a commercial fisherman telling his wife we're going out to eat fish tonight." I said, "They hear they get sick."
I tell you, it does. It gets wearing. We went to the nursing homes, and you have to carry all your stuff in.
Yeah.
And you carry
This
all
is the
them
way to go.
amplifiers, and you carry all them
This is it, right?
microphones. You go in, you set all that stuff up. You know, it becomes a job.
Oh, hey, look, Vernice,
does.
Vernice, this is the way to go. You get Janie one of these, and you'll be right back
Got
on
it
the road.
made up.
Shit.
Well, I know.
Vernice, why didn't you get one of them long time ago?
We did till we weren't able to
Yeah.
do. We went as long as we were able. Tate got not able to do it.
Yeah.
As long as he was able. Loved the nursing home. Loved to go up there
Oh, I
and
do,
sing
still
for.
do.
He just loved to go. But it became. I got to where you know, of course I was working, and you know, and then you'd work, and then you'd go tote all that stuff in, and then when you get home, you got to carry all that stuff back in. You can't leave it out there in your vehicle because of dampness and the weather will burn it.
Oh, yeah. I found out
It
playing-
comes to be a tough job.
The way I found out working in nursing homes is that banjo. I can walk in.
Lightweight.
I can walk in there with that banjo and warp that thing, and I can go down the hall, and some rooms you go in, they won't respond to you. But some of them will. You know, and you go down, be there when they eating dinner,
Yeah,
or
that's what
supper
we
or
did.
whatever.
That's what we did.
And you can go down the hall, and it'll be somebody, "Could you come down and play for my mother or my daddy or whatever?" And I can go in there, man, and I can chicken
You
in the
know-
bread pan, scratching out dough. You never seen like, you know.
You know, one time there was a little lady, she was, of course, in a wheelchair, and she just kept inching up closer and closer, trying to get up there to hear the music, and bless her heart, I was about as useful as a third thumb in them days, ain't much better now. But what I did, he would sing and he would play, and I'd pray for people. I just
Oh,
go
that's
lay hands
good.
on and pray for them. And,
Yes.
and somebody, you know, it got to where they would ask me to come pray for them.
Right.
But I was trying to get out of the way, and as I stepped behind her, I heard her say, "This gets gooder and gooder and gooder."
That's what it's all about.
And you know, it just did something for me.
Well, sure.
The next night, I didn't fuss about carrying all them amplifiers and
Yeah.
stuff. It was okay.
That's
It was
right.
okay. Because I don't know, sometimes they did more for us than we did for
Oh,
them.
yeah. Yeah.
We truly did.
I
We
love playing for
truly
them
did.
old folks.
We just enjoyed that.
We go to
that
different ones.
was
Here,
part of our lives that'll never go away.
I used to go play for Billy Gates, and I enjoyed, and I always loved Billy and Clyde, and I've got some old roots back in there, and the old Rogers Chapel, and Heavener Sisters. They used to come to the house, and we'd play with Ruth and Ruby and Valsy and another one. I thought, you know, we've had them on the television program with us, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Ruby, what we gonna do? Right? I don't know, Bouncy. Well, you know, so after about 5 minutes, they talked worse than I did. But wonderful people, man. I miss them. I miss that
yes.
stuff.
I do.
I could have made a living. You believe it or not? I could have went to work for the Chuck Wagon Gang. I played for them one night, and they got all upset and carried me outside and showed me a bus. It cost $1 million, I guess. That thing is big as wide as this building along here to Courthouse. Showed me that thing in there, but I wouldn't fool with them folks.
Sonny, we got a break for one more commercial.
Well, now
Y'all
he
do
didn't go
stay with
this.
us.
Now he's letting down.
I'm telling you, not doing
Now he
his
did
part.
then.
There you go.
Butler Collision and Repair, located in Ripley, Mississippi. We work on all makes and we work on all models. Insurance is welcome. Located at 928 City Avenue South, just right beside the Huddle House. We also install windshields and glass. Give us a call today, 662-587-1391. Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi. We are a local family-owned business with 40 years of sales and service. We offer quality manufactured homes at affordable prices with a special emphasis on service after the sale. Many of our customers are repeat customers and even grandchildren of previous buyers who can testify to the attention to customer service that we absolutely insist on. That's Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi, 662-837-8258.
Food Giant of Ripley, Mississippi simply invites you to stop by. With the same friendly, familiar faces and over 100 stores and counting, it's easy for anyone to make Food Giant their favorite neighborhood supermarket. Also, be sure to check out our 2 new locations in South Ripley, Mississippi and in Ashland, Mississippi.
Having financial difficulties and don't know where to turn? Call your friends at Capital Loans, 1322 City Avenue North in Ripley. Capital Loan offers the all-exclusive 30-day loan. Pay back in 30 days and keep your interest costs low. We offer monthly installment loans. With your financial situation, we can help. Come by or call Capital Loans today at 1322 City Avenue North, 837-9193. Capital Loans, best money in town.
Remember, in August 2015, vote James Page as your Democratic candidate for Sheriff of Tippah County. He's a 20-year U.S. Army veteran and a dedicated servant to the people. Vote James Page, Tippah County Sheriff, a sheriff who will be available all times to all citizens.
Butler Collision and Repair, located in Ripley, Mississippi. We work on all makes and we work on all models. Insurance is welcome. Located at 928 City Avenue South, just right beside the Huddle House. We also install windshields and glass. Give us a call today, 662-587-1391. Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi. We are a local family-owned business with 40 years of sales and service. We offer quality manufactured homes at affordable prices with a special emphasis on service after the sale. Many of our customers are repeat customers and even grandchildren of previous buyers who can testify to the attention to customer service that we absolutely insist on. That's Wyndham Mobile Homes of Ripley, Mississippi. 662-837-8258.
Paying too much for phone service? Then it's time to switch to DixieNet, where you can get unlimited local calling for less than $25 a month. And that's an everyday low price, not a promotional price. With a DixieNet phone line, you can get unlimited local calling, call forwarding, call waiting, three-way calling, and caller ID. DixieNet, 800-918-9023.
Welcome back, honey. We're doing a new thing in Tippah County on the little corner. You remember you heard it first here. We're playing Hawaiian music. So we're vacationing in Hawaii. Just close your eyes, sit close to the heater, and imagine you're in Hawaii. That's okay. You want to play us another one?
I want to play this for Miss Ethel Wright. I come by and seen her a while ago, and she's a real sweet, beautiful, wonderful lady. She can be 83 years old. 93. 83. 93. And Miss Florence Cross. And I'm going to send a copy of this to my friend in Texas, Mr. Bill Shivers. He's a great steel guitar player and a wonderful friend of mine. And I sure do think a lot of you, Mr. Bill. And we hadn't got to play what I thought we'd play tonight. And Bill, not here to play the rhythm, but she said do this. And we'll do this, Precious Memories, for remember the old friends that we've done lost.
Remember you heard it here first, live on Daryl's Little Corner.
That's it.
This program will be replayed Thursday at noon. So if you have a friend that missed it or doesn't know about it, call them today and let them know.
Brother
That's
Fred
how they enjoy
Wilbanks
this.
and the wife and us, we're going to be here Saturday night.
On the Jeter Family Program.
Yeah. So,
But if you've got a friend that has missed and would like to hear Hawaiian music, this is the one Tippah County experience.
we're going to come back and bring a
ones.
rhythm player with us. And
But for now, we are the only ones. It's an exclusive
there you go.
on the little corner.
There
Yes, it
you
is.
go.
Yes, it is.
I enjoy
All right.
playing this. I play for a lot of places, and if you can use us or whatever you need, you got somebody sick and shut in, well, that'd be right down my alley to come play for them.
It's really a fun thing when you get started.
Oh,
You get
yeah.
started. You
We've played
at
for
first you
suppers
gotta
and
get
parties
kind
and
of
stuff.
used to it.
Now, any kind of party we do, it's pretty straight. It ain't no messed
Oh.
up stuff. Yeah. They tell me to watch that clock, and then they holler break. I'm
Well-
so timid and so shy about this. I'm so scared.
I'll tell you what, me and you act silly enough. We don't have to drink nothing. We do
right.
enough.
I
I'm
will-
telling you.
Have I got one more song?
Yes.
One more.
One
All
more.
right. They, old man Dole, he went to Hawaii and he found out he could grow pineapple, and he took the Hawaiian Islands away from Queen Leah. That's how I'm going to say it. And while she was in prison, she wrote this song, and it's the Hawaiian national anthem, and it's called Aloha E. messed up on that, and they giving me signs and signals here. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
That's it. We're getting close.
That's the way it is when you do them live.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Well, we
different.
do all this other stuff live, but it's on the time.
Well, I tell you, we do the Jeter family live, but now I don't do the little corner live very often. Now this is the second one in a row, but I don't do it much. Most time it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
But tonight has been live.
I've
We've
enjoyed it, folks.
enjoyed bringing you live Hawaiian music featuring Sonny Vickers. Truly, we've enjoyed this hour together. Don't forget the Jeter Family Program Saturday night at 7. You say you're going to be there.
We're gonna be here, Brother
Gonna be
Fred.
there.
He's supposed to be at the house one day this week. We're gonna practice and
I'm going to be there if I can at all. And I do hope that you'll tune us in again next Monday
what that
at
means.
7 o'clock. Oh, honey, we just enjoy it so much. And it's a neat thing. This is something that I just enjoy doing.
Oh, yeah.
Just enjoy
For the
doing.
people.
I hope you've enjoyed
Oh,
this. Sonny.
yeah, I enjoy playing for people.
Now,
If I
I
just
do
wasn't so
too.
shy and bashful, I could.
Oh, is that your problem? Okay. Tune us in again next Monday to check out what we're going to do on the little corner. May God bless.